It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Rolling to his right, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And it's complete for Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On 1st down, Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Through, and he's got space. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your own line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to the fullback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. find your way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
You gotta know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. They're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to love what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Chiefs nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, they set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes now on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chiefs 8. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields this way up at the 17. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 57, 57.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
7 on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw, escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And he's into the clear. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the... The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker ready to go here. This is going to be a ton of fun. Ravens and Bucs. Here we go from Tampa. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Hey, Alabama.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go. Strong right.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First carry for Buckeye J.K. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
End of the first quarter with no score.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something that... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Ravens nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off fourth.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the... That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 59 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And a catch right side by Evans. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On play action. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Alabama, 380.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops. and now allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I would say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. There he goes left side, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Buccaneers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. On second down, Dobbins. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. To throw again, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Jackson's pass.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Jones. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Brady.
The Ravens 8-yard line.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Suck up for the extra point.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion with a kickoff.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Edwards. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field to despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
But in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins hit when he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shadow! Hey, 66!
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
It's the score, Buccaneers 21.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered, yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll change that here. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found create some space.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He gets it to Brown, complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
With his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
Justin.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They'll run here with Dobbins.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, They knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Tampa. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Chicago Bears.
The kickoff for Chicago.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Don't worry.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now a run with Edwards. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Brent Urban there to get him down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about a little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They do a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense having to defend Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. 4th down. Here's Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 32 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we... We'll start here at the 25. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. After one, 7-0
on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Ravens 7.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. Going up top for Miller. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up
They go play action with Trubisky. Rolling to his right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Patrick Queen
In there to drop him for a loss on the play.
It's third down. Third and long.
On third down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Over near to Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Forward. Quick, ready? 59, mark, 59, mark. Check, 59.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they had so far, the field goal. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now
Again, it's Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it'll be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The tight end, J.P. Holtz, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down. Here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First down and run with Cohen. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Trubisky flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for